Hey there, it's Simon here. We are going to learn Three Little Birds by Bob Marley today, but what we're going to do it in steps, all right? So we're going to start out with just some open chords, then we're going to talk about open chords plus muting, then we're going to talk about bar chords, then we're going to talk about sort of short bar chords so you can play some extra notes in them, and then we're going to talk about the riffs that you could play over the chords that happen on the actual recording. So, I'll put timestamps throughout the video, so if you can play open chords, you can skip forward to the harder bit. But this is a great song to play if you've never ever played the guitar before, right? It's got 3 chords and the truth. That's all you need. Okay, so let's start off at the very beginning. It basically starts on the chorus. There's 4 bars of A before the chorus starts, and then the chorus comes along, right? We're going to need this chord, which is an A major. Open, 2, 2, 2, open. All right, you could play like that. I know some people like to play A major like that when they first start, when my second and index fingers sort of swapped around. You could even play like that. There's no rules. It's however you feel comfortable, right? When I'm playing like that, I do have that high string open though, so maybe it's not the first version you learn. Maybe learn that version first. All right, so we basically have a don't worry for about a thing. D. Gonna be alright. Now, what you saw that I did there is I didn't really do any kind of strumming, if you know what I mean. Oh, by the way, sorry about the injury. Guitar players, be careful with your fingers. That's the cautionary tale. 1, 2, 3, 4, I think. 1, 2, then to D. We're going to talk about that now. This is D. You need. Right? You start with a D. The lowest note in every single chord is the name of the chord, right? So if you need an A, the lowest note in an A is an A. This note is an A, right? The lowest note in a chord of D is, yes, it's a D. So you need to play a D at the bottom. Don't strum everything. It'll sound rubbish. All right, so 2, 3, 4, and if you stay in time, you can see that you can hear the tune. It's gonna be alright. See what I mean? Okay, now, strum-wise, 1, 2, and 3, 4. You could do something like that. Really anything you like that fills the space, because this is not exactly how the recording goes, right? So you're just playing the song, your own version of the song, right? You do this sort of thing, make it sound a bit country. Those 2 chords, just a tip. The chords, before you start trying to play the song, just practice going. And recognize how those changes work, right? So I'm playing the A. The next thing that's going to happen is that this finger here is going to go up there, and then those go to come around here. And slides back down. Slide it up, put it down. Slide it back, put it back. Try and keep your fingers as close to the frets as you can, and it will be clean, right? Make sure you're standing your fingers up, nice and tall, and not flat, because if you do them flat, well, this will happen, and you'll catch one of the strings, right? See how flat my finger is there? Right? My thumb's all the way over the top, holding the guitar like this, really bad. Don't do that. All right? So, that's the chorus, and then it comes to the verse, and we've got one more chord, which is an E major. E major, 0, 2, 2, 1, 0, 0. So, da da ba ba bum ba da A, da 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 D, back to A, then D. This is a message for you. Right? You see why this song is so great for beginners, right? Because you're just playing a whole bunch of pretty straightforward chords, and you can hear the tune because the tune is so well known. So all you really need to do is play on the 1 just to practice these chords, and then you can add the strumming in afterwards. All right, so that was level 1. Level 2, we're going to add D, A, E major, right. So you can see the strumming's a bit more involved here, and I'm using the back of my right hand. You hear that? So I'm slightly muting, slightly touching the strings as I'm going. Right? D. Strumming wise, I'm going bass, down on a bass, down on a bass, down on a bass, down. So I'm trying to hit, and then, right? Bass, down on a bass, down on a bass, right? So that is level 2. Same chords. All right, now let's talk about bar chords. We're going to play, this is level 3. This is an E shape bar chord at the 5th fret. Now the cool thing about bar chords is that the mute will happen if you let go of the strings but leave your fingers touching them, right? Right? So, right? D. There's a D. This is an A-shaped bar chord, right? So, this is the verse. E, A, D. Now the cool thing is here you can do the thing like is on the recording where they're hitting the chord and then releasing it. See what I mean? So you release the chord just after you've hit it, right? Right? So that's a really, really cool way of getting around those chords. Okay, now, one of my cameras just died. I don't know why that is, but we're just going to carry on going right here into camera 1. So, that was the bar chords. So, like I said, this is an A major at the 5th fret. This is a D major, also at the 5th fret, but it's an A-shaped bar chord. That means you start at the A string. And this is E major. So basically 5, 7, 7, 6, 5, 5, 5, 7, 7, 7, 7 underneath, 7 underneath, 5 underneath there. If you can't make that and it sounds like this, just don't hit that string, right? Some people when they play these A-shaped bar chords, they want to do it like that. I don't do it like that. In fact, I don't really even do it like this. I use my pinky often because then you can do other cool things with them. See what I mean? Anyway, the next step is the short chords. Now, instead of always playing a big old bar chord like this, you could just play. Alright, so don't worry. Be alright. Right? Because what that means is that your other fingers are free. Which is cool. Right. So you could just go all the way around like that. Don't worry about a thing. Every little thing. Right? Now, the last thing is on the record. They're playing this cool riff, right? So, Now, normally I would use my second finger to pick that top string, and I'd use the pick. But in this situation, when I've hurt my finger, I can't do it. And I'm not used to using my third finger. But you could do that with your second finger, right? Or you could do what I just did, where I kind of muted the middle bit there. Right? So this is basically, now you've got A, E, and C sharp. Then you're going to hit these two middle notes from the key, slide up to this, which is basically an A as well, and then come back down, and then you've got A. So you've got A. And he plays exactly the same riff, up at a D. See what I mean? It's cool. You can do it everywhere. Don't worry, nothing. All right, that is how 5 levels of Three Little Birds goes. Thanks so much for watching this lesson. If you would like the chart, more lessons, more help on stuff, you can grab that over at Patreon. Talk to me directly and I will come straight back to you here in the comments as well. Thanks so much for watching. I do appreciate it. I'll see you later and fix what's happening with this camera. Bye for now.